Are you ready to listen to a podcast?
Here comes the Playhouse Podcast, thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices.
Find, subscribe, and listen.
Pick up any items this week.
Good morning. It's the Playhouse with Kat and JJ.
Wait, what, are they going to get mad and pull their advertising? They're closing. Well, I've never in all of my life heard an ad like that on the radio.
That is so responsible of them, to be honest. If you think about it,
absolutely. And it saddens me to see another local business go out of business.
I've used them for years and years, but I've been in radio for 20 years, and I've never once heard an ad like that. We both looked at each other like, what? One, that they're closing because they've been here forever. Yeah. And then two, that they want you to come pick up your stuff. Wow.
So is it that, so there's, you know what it is? I don't know the people that own Quality Cleaners, but they must be good people, and here's why.
They are good people, and they're hard workers.
Because if you just close up a business, you know how many bridal shops closed up business around here in the last 15 years and then just took all the dresses and all the money? So these people must be good humans because they're like, guys, we don't want to close the shop.
I know.
And have your stuff. So part of it is I don't want somebody knocking on my home. By the way, do you have my husband's suit jacket that he left there?
Just know you had your warning on KCLD at 8:37 a.m.
That took my breath away. I've never heard a spot run like that before. Usually it's, hey, we shut our doors. Thank you. Usually they don't pay money to say thank you to their supporters. Listen, advertising on KCLD is not cheap.
No. And maybe they're just done. You know what I mean? Maybe they just don't have anybody to take over the business. We don't know their backstory, but
regardless, it's a responsible move and it's nice. So if you have stuff at Quality Cleaners, go get it.
Go say thank you for your years of service.
Yeah, buy them a latte.
Up in the Playhouse with Kat and JJ.
What if it's like a hotel where you just say, hey, last time I was here, I left my...
Do you have a charger back
my
there?
wall charger, and then they give you 3 of them.
Yeah, I left my wallet. It's like brownish, blackish, bluish, reddish.
Neat suit jackets back there that are about my size. I may have left here a long time ago.
This is very irresponsible. We're giving people ideas.
You tell me we don't give people bad ideas every day? The disclaimer of the show is never ever do, number one, what we do, or number two, what we say, and never ever take influence from us. This is for entertainment purposes only. If you are looking to us to lead you in life in any single way whatsoever, you have bigger problems than anything we can help you with, so don't ever do it.
I know. Samson said the other day, he's like, listen, people really do listen to what you have to say.
Then they're dumb. Don't ever listen to what I say.
I know.
Listen, I'm a failed athlete that fell ass backwards into a job they can't fire me from because I have naked pictures of people.
Facts.
Don't ever listen to what I say. That's it. Now, big game coming up on Sunday. Make a prediction real quick.
Make a prediction?
Yeah, I mean, who's going to win?
Forgot who's even going.
God, you are a failure.
The Bengals and the Rams?
Yes.
Am I right? I'm going to say,
now,
who does Joe Burrow play for?
The Bengals.
The Bengals.
Yeah.
I'm going to say him because I like him a lot.
I do like Joe Burrow's attitude. You know what? Matthew Stafford is the quarterback for the Rams. Yeah. And he played so many years in Detroit, and he had such a crap surrounding cast. And then all of a sudden, everyone's like, oh, it doesn't matter if he gets traded to a good team. He's not a good quarterback. Yeah, he is. He's very, very good. Mm-hmm. It's just going to be fun to watch. I don't care who wins, and I'm not putting money on either because I think it's going to be a close game. But The Simpsons predicted this 30 years ago.
Really?
That these two teams would be in the Super Bowl, and they had the Bengals winning.
All right. Well, I have the top 5 things that maybe you can bring up during the soiree you're going to, and you can sound like you know what you're talking about. Americans are going to eat 12 million pizzas this Sunday. That's a lot of pizza. DUI-related injuries are up 56%, so please make sure that you have an Uber or a Lyft or a sober driver to bring you home so you can start Monday off on the right foot. Lazy Boy recliners, they triple this week.
What? People buy a recliner just to watch the Super Bowl in?
Yes. You want to be comfortable. You don't want to sit on like a bar stool. Ouch.
Oh, you have never gone to somebody's place and just hung out? I mean, I would never buy furniture for a single game. That's silly, man.
They always have their Grandpa Don that is, taken over one of them. And then the Super Bowl is going to be broadcast in more than 230 countries with an estimated worldwide audience of over 1 billion people. That is insane. So many people.
So what do we got? 7 billion on the planet, 6 to 7 billion. So like
1 out of 7.
That's really like 15 to 20% of the planet's going to be watching this game.
I love that. And then this audio, I think she sounds so mature. Lindsay Lohan is going to be in a big game commercial, and it's for Planet Fitness, by the way. And here she is talking about her.
Yeah, I did. I had a lot of fun. It was really exciting. And it's fun. It's more fun when you're doing Super Bowl because it's so secretive. So you feel like you're doing something wrong, but so good. Everyone was really fun. Danny Trejo was a blast to work. So it was really good to see him again.
Doesn't she sound with it?
Yeah.
I think she sounds like so healthy and like in a good spot. So that'll be interesting. I am purposely not watching any of the sneak ones that are coming out because I want to watch and be surprised and have something to talk about. I don't want to know ahead of time. And that is the top 5 things to know about the big game coming up this week.
Radio paparazzi.
Literally thought he was about to tell everybody from CNN that a new pandemic was on its way. This was like the most lame way to announce that you had a second child.
I'm going to be taking off the rest of this week and the next week as well, and frankly the rest of the show to be with my kids. But I'll be back after that. I'm going to turn things over to John Berman, father of 2, for the rest of the day's news. John?
Go run home.
He's such a professional. He couldn't even show emotion when a son of his was born.
Can you imagine
being
not
that stuffy?
Partying with them? Yeah, it would just be so boring.
The problem is they probably do the most cocaine.
That is quite a claim.
I'm just saying, those straight up, laced up news anchors probably got a bowl of that stuff in their bathroom.
That is Jay Holiday at LaytonBroadcasting.com. All right, at media conference about Sunday's big game halftime show, Dr. Dre was there, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, and they were fielding questions and what to expect
Can
from
we
them.
look forward to any surprises?
I'm not talking about that.
What?
But yes, but I'm not going to talk about
So there will be surprises.
Absolutely.
There won't be any wardrobe malfunctions, though, if that's what
Snoop, you're so silly.
Snoop, I'm going to need you to keep your shirt on, all right?
I may not.
No, I had to talk Snoop and Eminem out of pulling it.
Whoa!
So what I'm guessing is at one point, Dre walked through a conversation of Snoop and Eminem going, guys, let's turn around and pull them out.
Show mom spaghetti. Let's go. No, thank you. Those are 2 that I could literally go my life without seeing.
But think about that. When again in your life are you going to ever have every eye on the planet on you?
Yeah.
If you were ever going to do it, that would be the time to do it, man.
Snoop Dogg's? No, thank you. All right. Charlie Puth, he probably could work for the FBI or the CIA. The way that he knew Justin Bieber was lying on the phone the other day, he could tell with the tone of his voice.
I just knew that Bieber usually, the way he talks, and I've seen some interviews, he speaks at like an E flat. He usually but in this case, he was talking a little bit lower. Hey man, I noticed that, and I was like, you're pranking me. Oh no! Not, but I think it was all. I think it was all in good laughs.
This guy should be on Meet the Fockers.
Does he always have a keyboard with him everywhere he goes?
Probably. I mean, most musicians always have something. Harmonica, ukulele.
Blowing out their
triangle.
Candles. Today we have Khalid, the pop star, turning 24. Old Spice star Isaiah Mustafa is 48. There's a new movie out, and it's actually like one of the top 10 on Netflix. It's with Kevin James, and he plays Sean, the disgraced coach from the Saints. Sean
McVay.
Nope. Sean Laundry.
Oh, Sean Payton.
Sean Payton, yes. And so he does that, and then Isaiah Mustafa is the competing coach, and he's like super mean to all of his players. It's really good if you're looking for like a fun.
I've never seen him in anything besides the Old Spice
football.
stuff.
Yeah, no, he's really good. It's a fun family football movie. If you want to get all the kids watching, it's pretty cool. And Jennifer Aniston is 53 today.
So are our friends at Sylvan Learning Center of St. Cloud. They give us the money to give you with no time to Google. First, we have to say congratulations and good morning to Sarah, who is caller number 10. Congratulations, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Now, Sarah, it's with an A or an H?
With an H.
Yeah, hello, my name is Sarah.
Yeah.
That's Sarah with the H. Too bad if you don't like that, because haters gonna hate.
Sarah with an H. It is time to claim your rightful prize of $100. Have you heard this game before? Do you know how we play?
Yep.
Gonna whip out a question. You're gonna give us an answer within 5 seconds. We'll do it 3 times. Get them all right. You get the money. There's a lifeline available. So if you ever struggle, just say lifeline, and we'll hook you up with some music to help you through. Are you ready?
Ready?
Sarah with an H. Your first question is always the easiest, but bear in mind there is no time to Google.
Finish this phrase. Sugar and spice and everything.
Nice.
There you go.
That is correct. That's exactly right. You're right.
You're totally right.
What are you doing right now, by the way, Sarah?
Gonna head to work here.
After we have your full attention.
Yes.
Right. I like it.
Do you not like us?
No, yeah. You guys are great.
Oh, okay.
Why would you ask her that, Kat?
Sorry.
I don't know.
You get a bad feeling from her?
Yeah.
Wow.
But maybe
bad vibes. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. You're focusing probably on getting to work safely, and that's okay. I'll just chalk it up to that.
Isn't it amazing how she doesn't even know you, but she judges the hell out of you? Imagine what I go through every single morning, and she's been knowing me for 15 years.
Yeah. You ever really know somebody, though? All right, next question. Here we go.
Question number 2.
What does www stand for when you are typing in on a web browser?
Oh, I have no clue.
You don't know what
Lifeline. She's going to use her lifeline here.
No, I don't.
Oh, it's a World Wide Web.
Oh, for dumb, yeah.
Oh, for dumb. Oh, Sarah.
See, if you'd like her more, you'd have got that right away.
All right. She said lifeline.
All right. So here's how we do your lifeline, Sarah. Is you're going to pick a decade of music to hear a song from. It's going to be the 70s or the 80s or the 90s or 20 to 2010, 2010 to 2020 or post 2020. Once you make your choice, we'll queue up 5 seconds of a song from that time frame, and then you will have 5 seconds to give us the artist and title of that. So where do you think your honey hole is? What time frame is best for you?
Let's do 20 to 2010.
Between the years of 2000 and 2010, and I want to make sure that I got the right version of this, and I do. Okay, so this song was a monster hit on KCLD. I'm going to play 5 seconds of it, and then you're going to give me the artist and title. You ready?
Hope so.
Good luck, Sarah. Oh, that's 5 seconds. Now, artist and title. Go, Sarah.
I have no clue.
Nothing. You got nothing?
No.
Just wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Can't help her out.
That would be Flo Rida, I Cry, one of my favorite songs in the world.
All right, guys, attention. We're giving away more Playhouse swag, like our new tumblers. We got T-shirts. We got phone holders. I mean, the list goes on and on of stuff that we're going to give away over the weekend with this special Easter egg inside our podcast. Today, because we talked about comedian Heather McDonald hitting the stage literally, our keyword is going to be...
Let's do faint, F-A-I-N-T, and hear all of the fainting stories that happened on the show today. Coming up next.
Text faint to 320-251-1047 if you want to win. And thank you for checking out our podcast this weekend. We'll see you back Monday.
So audience goers thought that this was all part of her shtick, her stand-up. This is comedian Heather McDonald, and she just drops like a sack of potatoes.
Went to Mexico twice, did shows, meet and greets, never got COVID. Clearly, Jesus loves me the most. Seriously. So nice. So nice.
And
that was when she hit the ground.
Yeah. So
Listen, can you hear this one guy? That's the funniest thing that guy's ever experienced is watching this girl drop.
But you could kind of tell, when you watch it backwards, when things started to go south.
Breathing so heavy, she can't get enough oxygen to her brain.
Breathing hard, and then she's kind of looking up at the ceiling. And it was like when Wendy Williams fainted on live TV. It was like she was okay, and then you could hear her slurring her words a little bit.
You've
and then
never
down.
fainted though, right? I mean,
I've never fainted.
I can tell you this is exactly what happens. You start you reach for a deep breath,
because
you know something's wrong, but you don't know what it is, unless maybe you pass out. The one time that it happened to me, I was in 10th grade. And the girl I was dating was Catholic.
Okay.
And I don't know why, but Lutherans have better air conditioning all the time.
For sure.
Always better air conditioning. And I went with her and her parents to Mass. And we were way up front because their parents were very prominent members of our community. And it was so hot in there And I didn't understand the kneeling thing, like they get on the kneelers and they sit and then they stand and then they're kneelers and stuff. And she just told me, well, if you're not Catholic, don't kneel. So I sat there and they were up and down, up and down, up and down so much it seemed like, and I passed out. I passed out and flipped over in the seat. And nobody knew it until she went to sit back down and she sat on me.
Oh, my God.
And they sat me up and there was a little commotion. Apparently this happens all the time in Catholic churches because they didn't even stop the service. They just
like,
they're
take
like,
him out.
You okay? And they were waving like the bulletins at me.
Yeah.
And I caught my breath and everything was fine. I sat there, but I was sweating profusely.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, pitted out, like sweating down my head and everything like that. But when you pass out, you know something's wrong, but you don't know until you're out.
I think I've probably come close, like that one story I just told the other day about me checking out and then my debit card was like not working or whatever. And it was after my surgeries and I was like so sick still.
That's panicky.
No,
I
remember sitting
different.
down and I was like, something is not right. My head feels a gazillion pounds. And so that's the only feeling I can think of coming close to.
I came very close also on my honeymoon. My wife and I, we were in Miami and spending the second part of our honeymoon, and I went to get a tattoo.
Yeah.
And I almost passed out from that.
Oh, man.
I mean, and I felt like the smallest man in the history of the world. I'm like, I finally found a woman that loves me. We got married, and now I'm going to pass out in front of her when I'm getting a little tattoo.
After the screams.
Now, speaking of that, Natasha, who got the tattoo and passed out?
My best friend. So it was her second tattoo, but the first one was really small, but this one was like on her like upper leg, and it was huge. So she had sat for like 5 hours, I think it was. And so I wasn't there for the first time. So all she did, I guess, because I had my blanket there, so she had just flopped over because she was sitting the whole time.
Yeah.
And just sitting there, her arms were locked. Like, when you're sitting down on the floor and your legs are up?
Yeah.
But her leg was, like, dangling off the table. So she, all of a sudden, they said she knocked out. She fell on the chair. So then she had,
do they stop tattooing or do they keep going while you're passed out? Do they just keep going?
So you can actually sign papers saying that they can continue. She did not.
So bananas.
But so then the second time she fainted, he had finished the tattoo. It was time to stand up. We took some gorgeous pictures of it, and all of a sudden she just looked at me. Just one of them looked and down, and I'm like, oh
no!
I mean, as a best friend, I'm gonna laugh, but then I'm gonna help pick you up. But I could not stop laughing. It was the funniest thing how she just looked at me and then all of a sudden down. But now she does. She will probably be signing papers saying that, yeah, you can continue. That's so funny.
I would not be able to. If I were a tattoo artist, I'd be like, we're going to take a break.
I think it happens every day. I bet it happens every day in tattoo parlors everywhere that somebody passes out.
He had said that was the first time in their tattoo shop that this had ever happened.
Really?
Is it because people are holding their breath? Or
no, your
what?
endorphins pop. When you get poked with that needle so many times, there's chemical reactions that happen and your brain gets overloaded and stimulated.
Oh, when I had my back tattoo, my lower back tattoo, I sat in when they massage you on a massage chair. That's what it was like. So
sure.
If I had passed out, I would. What is what? All right. Anyway.
So Natasha, are you just in your friend group? Are you the one that's going to catch everybody when they pass out from tattoos? Is that now your job?
Well, I always bring the blanket, so I suppose.
I've never heard of somebody bringing a blanket to a tattoo parlor. All right.
Oh, my tattoo was on my back, so I wanted to be able to kind of sit up. So I brought a blanket because I didn't want to lay flat.
Heavy planning. I like it. You're a planner. Thanks, Natasha. Have a great day today.
Yeah, bye.
All right. Dominique texting in that when she was 18, she passed out at work. She was working a 16-hour shift, had a really mean manager that wouldn't give her a second break after filling in for somebody during their second shift. Skylar passed out twice, the first time for the birth of his second son, and then the next time for his wedding. I was watching a TikTok of this girl, and she was looking into her groom's eyes, and then she starts to sway a little bit, and she was in Florida, and you could tell maybe it was the hottest part of Florida and or time of year, and then her knees were locked, and then she just goes down. And that's
the wedding crashes are great. Those are
horrible.
Especially when it's the fourth best man down, it's the groomsman down, number 4.
Dominoes.
When all of a sudden he just boom and he'll hit it, and because whatever, there's pre-gaming and everything else going on, but you passed out. I think everybody likes Kristen Bell. I think it's hard to not like her.
Yeah.
I like her more and more that she does interviews now, though. Like when that whole Frozen thing started, she was very sheltered. You know what I mean? Like she didn't want to really come out and say a lot. But in one of her latest interviews, she says her family farts so much that they couldn't smell the mold and the rot that they had in their home.
They just assumed it was another human in their house?
Their house smells like farts so
Gross.
bad between all of their family members that they could not smell the rot in their home.
Someone needs a doctor's visit.
So I thought, all right, well, she's being transparent. I like it. I don't know why. I mean, maybe their family has a diet that would produce more toots. But here's what I wanted to do real quick. And I know everybody can participate in this. If I were to walk into your house, what would it smell like? You get one word to describe the smell of your home. For Kristen Bell, it's fart. For Kat, it's...
I would say rustic woods.
One word.
You know that rustic?
Rustic, okay.
Woods?
No. You get one
What,
word.
the hyphen?
One word to describe your home smell, and it is?
Garlic.
Ah.
So I roasted garlic last night, and I always get so paranoid. It's like you don't know what your house smells like. So I would hope that
you
it
get nose
like
deaf to your pets and your kids
Yeah.
and everything like that. At first, I was going to say our dog is hypoallergenic, so she doesn't really smell that bad. And then, but my kid is a pig and smells like hockey all the time, even though he hasn't played in weeks. But I'm going to go meat.
Your house smells like meat?
Our house smells like meat. I do so much on the Traeger, and we have meat, like, we're meat eaters. I mean, I can't get enough protein.
Yeah.
So I would smell, if you had to walk into our house, shut up, you're such a jerk.
What?
If we had to walk into your house and you could describe it, Felicia already said musky.
Yeah.
Should get
You know
that checked.
the families that don't clean out their diaper genies, and then you're just like your whole house smells like dirty diapers.
Avery says kitty litter. So in one word, what does your house smell like?
Radio paparazzi. Hey, bye. That's what I would say if I was running Coachella and Kanye West gave me an ultimatum like this. So we remember the other night, Billie Eilish had a concert, and there was a concert goer that was running out of breath. They had to find an inhaler, so she stopped the whole show, and then she made this comment.
We're taking care of our people. Hold on. I wait for people to be okay until I keep going.
Okay, so odds are she was referring to the Travis Scott situation where he just kept singing but staring at the people that were lifeless. But Kanye has now said, listen, and probably, cross his arms. I'm not going to play Coachella until, Billie, you apologize to Travis Scott. And then she just simply wrote, I did not say his name. I was simply making sure everyone was okay. And that's it. And I don't think she should say one other thing.
I agree. Listen, if you take something a different way than it was presented, then that's on you.
Yeah. And I wonder if Travis Scott even knows Kanye is saying this. You know what I mean? Travis might not even want to get into this BS.
This guy, Travis Scott, I think was genuinely deeply affected by this.
I agree with you.
Every time I've heard him speak or seen anything he said about this, he's regretful for not having, things better prepared for this kind of a crowd. So I don't think he's going to say anything. And, odds are he's just going to take it and go, yeah, you know what? People are going to take their shots. We didn't do the best we could.
Yeah. So I don't know. I really hope she stands her ground and her people do not let her apologize because this is not her fault. All right. So Joe Thurham, he is the casting director, was for Golden Girls, the show that Betty White was on. And to this day, we have not heard anybody say anything bad about Betty White. And now he's going to be the person that says it. So
was Betty White popular in the cast of Golden Girls?
No, the women hated her. One of the things is, literally, B. Arthur just said, "Oh, she's a." Using that word. Ooh. Yeah, she called her the C word. I heard that with my own ears. And by the way, so did Rue McClanahan. This I remember clearly. Estelle Getty began to have increasing problems with memorizing lines. And she would write the lines on her hand. And if she went up, Betty White would make fun of her in front of the live audience. That may seem like a minor transgression, but it really does get to you. I have no idea how Estelle Getty felt, but I know the other two did not like her at all.
Dang, to hear B. Arthur say that word, that would have been a bit jarring.
You also have to understand that B. Arthur, if you've ever seen the comedic stuff she did before she was a Golden Girl, was one of the funnier humans on the planet, and she was a dirty birdie.
Britney Spears, she loves and lives for Valentine's Day. She's one of those, she's like J-Lo. You never not want to be in love with somebody. So she's expecting big things. She's very cheesy when it comes to romance.
Fortunately, I am. Cheesy is so, sweet and nice, you know? I am a hopeless romantic. I believe in love, yeah.
She's been with somebody all the time. You can tell she just loves the idea of being in love.
Blowing out their candles. Today, we have Taylor Lautner from Twilight fame, 30. He's in that Home Team movie, too, with Kevin James that I was talking about earlier. Singer Brandy is 43, and Jennifer Aniston is 53 today.
Looking great at 53 too.
A show.
Does she do the Vino commercials, or is she sitting there in yoga poses and then gives you that look of like, I could wreck you in 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Or is that just me that takes it that way? That's me. FML Friday in the Playhouse. We understand that, maybe your week wasn't the best, but I'm guessing it doesn't rival these folk. By the way, if you'd ever like to kick us your story, we keep these completely anonymous on Fridays. Several ways for you to get a hold of us. Texting, DMs, EMs, whatever you want to do. Just get us your story, and it might end up on an FML Friday. Get us started, please, Kat.
Today, I found multiple dating apps in my boyfriend's phone, hidden in a folder with his calculator and calendar. His excuse? He said he was never going to meet up with any of them, but he just had to have a backup plan. We've been together for 5 years, and we live together. FML.
Today, I found out the man I call Grandpa for 40 years is really my dad.
Oh, my God.
My drunk aunt spilled the beans. Her exact words were, "My dad's a better dad to you than he ever was to me."
Oh, man.
You never wondered why he treated you better than his other grandchildren? He's your son. You're his son. Jesus, can you imagine finding out that way?
No, that
FML.
has to be like a Aunt Crystal. Doesn't that sound like an Aunt Crystal thing to do?
With a K.
Yeah. Today, a flight attendant asked me if I was airsick because I looked really pale. I just told her that was my normal complexion, but thanked her for her concern. She insisted, no, that can't be normal. FML.
Today, the best friend I grew up with since grade school, who helped me be a single mom to my son, helping with bottle feeds, diaper changing, and so on, has been sleeping with him since he turned 20.
Oh, my God.
They're getting married next year, despite the 24-year age gap.
That is insane.
FML.
All right. Today, one of my employees called in because he got struck by lightning. I told him that's the dumbest excuse I've ever heard, and he better get to work. Turns out he really got struck by lightning. FML. Oh, man.
Finally, today, I caught my 12-year-old seconds away from dripping bleach into his eye.
Oh, my God.
Apparently, someone online told him it scars the pupil red permanently, like a devil's eye, and he believed them. I'm shutting off the internet permanently. I can't handle this type of stupidity anymore. FML.
Oh, it's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it.
You can call or text at 251-1047 with C&D Grant at Cat. We get us started. What is your Friday rock?
My Friday rocks because we have our last basketball practice tonight. It's going to be bittersweet. I'm ready. This was like a long season of basketball, but these kids have grown so much, so that'll be fun. Tomorrow I'm going to go see my little niece because it'll probably be a few weeks until I see her again because of all the traveling we're doing. So get to go cuddle with her, drop my mom off her goodies because she has gone all 10 years on the Party Plane to Paradise. I'm so excited that she's going to go again this year. And then the big game on Sunday, just making a bunch of appetizers and sitting around and drinking jalapeno beer. I'm excited. And that is why my Friday rocks.
Oh, it's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it.
Rarely do we all from the radio station have a chance to get together because of work schedules, excuse me, and family schedules and stuff like that. But we're taking a day today to kind of go out to lunch, all of us, and celebrate ratings and stuff like that. So I'm excited about that. That'll be fun. Also going to get in some 9-ball action this afternoon with my friend Barry. So really looking forward to being able to kind of chill at home this weekend and do some of that stuff. Like you said, getting ready for the big game. And my wife went ahead and basically said, "You're disgusting, you're out of style," and went shopping and bought me all new stuff for Mexico.
Good.
Like
finally.
new swim trunks, new flip-flops. Like she couldn't handle it anymore. She got to a breaking point where she said, "I'm just going to go shopping." And what she did is she opened up the suitcase and just threw it all in there. I didn't even get a chance to try it on. She just goes, "Leave it in there. Leave it in there."
Yeah. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, she's a smart girl.
Oh, it's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it.
What up, Brandy? We see you. Tomorrow's your birthday. That's why her Friday rocks.
Nice.
So, hey, happy birthday from all of us in the Playhouse. Angie texted in, Galentine's weekend, and the wine starts flowing at noon today, and that's why my Friday rocks. And I got to say hi to Bryce, whose new job starts Monday. So he's celebrating the Super Bowl today and tomorrow so that he doesn't go in hungover to his first day of his new job on Monday. Hey, congratulations, man. Enjoy that action.
That is so responsible, by the way. Kelsey texting in, hey, we get keys to our new house today, and it's payday, and I got a free caribou with my perks. Everything is coming up Kelsey today. I love that, and that's why her Friday rocks.
When I mentioned to you yesterday the word fesshole, I think you thought it was a lot worse than it really is.
I thought you were calling me another made-up name.
There's a Twitter account called Fesshole, and it lets people anonymously confess things. But because it's Twitter, it's limited to a very small amount of characters, so it's kind of perfect for this. So can I read you a few of these?
Yeah.
These are people going on there and anonymously admitting to things that they probably wouldn't tell their church group about.
This sounds like very therapeutic to get it off your chest.
I think it is for some people, but I think it's just a bleak look into others' existence.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, I'm a builder. 15 years ago, I found $40,000 in a house I was renovating, and it belonged to the previous owner. I pocketed it rather than tell the new owners, who went on to tell their friends how generous I was because I didn't charge for small, odd jobs I did for them afterwards.
Well, okay. So he did kind of a good
Not his
thing
home.
after.
If somebody else purchased the home, he found the money, put it in his pocket. That's somebody else's money because it went with the home.
I think he believes in karma. That's why he did all those odd jobs for free.
This one is right up your alley because I know you and your husband very, very well. I leave a cheap bottle of moisturizer next to our toilet so my husband doesn't use my expensive stuff for his ridiculous lockdown habit.
Why would that make you think of him?
No one needs that many 10-minute poops, Derek.
Yeah, that's true. 10, quite generous. Okay.
I got two more for you. I like to dress my rooster up with googly eyes, sunglasses, and bow ties and photograph it. I have a drawer with a collection of fun costumes, a large amount of photos in my phone, and no one else will ever see these, but they make me happy on a sad day.
Oh, I like that one. Do what makes you happy, but just don't tell anybody about it.
That's it. These are like secret confessions that they don't want anyone to know about, and I think you're right. They're very therapeutic. Last one.
Are there any on there like I do it with my car? That one guy?
No.
Okay.
But man, some of these I really wish I could read. Just there's a chance that kids might be listening.
So if people go, they could read all these.
Yeah,
for
it's
themselves?
called Fesshole, FESSHOLE on Twitter. Last one.
Yeah.
I work at a digital agency here in town. I sometimes Photoshop parts of Hitler into stock photos for clients I don't like.
Oh my God. They're going to trace it back to you.
Now this I don't know enough about photo editing, but if you just put like, I'm talking Hitler is recognizable by the armband and the face. But if you just Photoshop part of Hitler into a picture and then put sunglasses or take the mustache off,
yeah,
you're doing something really, really naughty and dirty and bad. But if you make it really indistinguishable, you're the only one that knows that giant billboard on the freeway is Hitler's face, not your nephew's.
Yeah, but can you imagine if you are a client and you're looking at this website and you see like a random swastika somewhere?
No. I think the brilliance in this is the subtlety. Not a swastika, not a Hitler mustache.
It's his face?
You take part of his face, maybe you edit it a little bit to not look like Hitler, but know that in that person's print campaign, it's really Hitler. There's something very twisted about the human mind that would make somebody do something like this.
Don't get on his bad side.
Can I start your Friday by telling you about an adventure last night that I've never seen before in my entire life?
Yes.
This was an absolute first for me. Now, in a couple of ways. Number one, my dumbass kid wasn't part of it. So my youngest son, Nolan, is dinged up right now, so he's not playing hockey. His shoulder is all jacked up. He got a cheap shot from this kid in Little Falls a couple weeks ago, and he's messed up. So we're waiting on MRI results to see if we need to rebuild him like the $6 million man.
Oh, my God.
So my wife and I, we've talked about this. We're very, very big animate and supporters that he goes to every game and every practice because he's still part of the team, right? So last night, Blaine comes up. We're at the National Hockey Center on the big ice, which is always fun. These kids love to play on the Olympic ice, right?
Yeah.
My dumbass kid is sitting there on the bench, helping a coach like he always is.
Okay.
Halfway through the second period, a little scuffle breaks out. Now, the game was getting physical. These are 14-year-old, 15-year-old hockey players. It's not full-on college or high school hockey where it's just hitting all over the place, right? But it's a little physical.
Yeah.
And a scuffle breaks out about halfway through the second period. And then a little bit more of a scuffle and a little bit more of a scuffle. And eventually a couple of kids throw punches and a couple of kids get dragged down to the ice.
Oh, man.
And like the referees couldn't get control of it. So all of a sudden you hear, "That's it!" Now this is halfway through the second period. And Blaine's winning 3-0 over us.
So just too aggressive?
Their coach picked up all the sticks and left. He walked across the ice and brought all his kids with him, and they left.
Were they the ones getting picked on?
Well, it's you can't say it was one or the other because all of these kids, what happens is it's a little chippy shot behind the play. It's a little this. It's a lot of smack talking. That's
but
just
who was doing more?
I wouldn't say one or the other. We got kids tossed from the game.
Okay.
They got kids tossed from the game. Their coach got chucked. But I've never in my entire life, I've been either coaching or participating in some kind of athletic event for, the better part of half a century.
Yeah.
And I've never seen a coach just grab all their stuff and go home.
Jeez. Like to teach them a lesson, like you're not going to continue on with this?
And then
or
to hear him cussing at the referees.
Oh, yeah.
Then I was like, dude, that's where I draw the line. Like, I've never been the most stand-up coach because I will argue with a referee or an umpire if it's a call that's the wrong rule.
Right.
I will argue that. But if it's just something that's whatever. But this guy was cussing these referees out in front of his kids and everything like that. And I'm like, that's a bad look for a human being. Like what you did is you just taught your kids, if you're not getting what you want, you just pick up your ball and you go home.
Yep.
And you also taught them to be super disrespectful to these guys that are there trying to make sure that your kids can still play hockey.
I know. Liam's got this thing in mind where he wants to be an umpire when he's a certain age. And I'm just like, I don't know if I can let you.
I think every kid should.
No, there are too many just like jerk dads and jerk coaches that think that they can talk to a 13-year-old boy a certain way.
I just sat there going, what? I'd never, ever seen a coach, especially when they're winning, just take their kids and go home.
But that's Blaine. You know what I mean? Like,
it's exactly what one of the other moms said.
It's so true. I grew up in Anoka, and Blaine, they're just like jerks.
So
the whole city.
What a lot of people don't realize if you don't have a kid in hockey is you purchase ice time.
Yeah.
We had the ice time purchased till 9 p.m. and it was 8:14. Our coach said, as they all left the ice, our kids were like, all right, we won by default. This is great. We beat the number 3 team in the state or whatever the deal is, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you don't take that as a... But this is where I'll tip my hat to get Coach Chad. He goes, no. You guys acted like a bunch of thugs. You ever seen that part in Miracle where they got to skate back and forth when the lights are even off? But he skated them.
Oh.
The clock kept running the amount of time that we had left on the ice, and he skated them the entire time.
Well, there you go.
To teach them a lesson to not be a bunch of thugs.
Yeah.
And my dumb kid in his sling sitting on the bench watching all his friends skate till they puked.
Oh, my God.
And everyone's...
He could have skated.
No, well, he didn't have skate. He's not supposed to be on the ice at all. And I thought, this is the one, because he would have for sure been in that mix.
Yeah.
My kid is aggressive enough where if he just saw a kid get punched, he'd have rolled that kid up. And I'm like, this is the one time. I couldn't believe it. As a parent and a coach, I had never seen that before. I'd never seen somebody just pick up all their stuff and leave halfway through a game.
Geez, the most exciting stuff that happens to us if like a parent vapes inside. Another gold for Team USA. They won gold in freestyle skiing at the mixed team aerial event. Also winning gold was American Olympic snowboarder Chloe Kim. But, I mean, have you seen the photos of what they're being fed over there? I mean, I would be starving as well. This is all she wanted.
Also, if anybody has some snacks in their pockets, maybe. I'm starving. Thank you.
She's awesome.
Thank you. Oh, it's not a hurry. Just thank you.
Not only an awesome athlete, she's so full of personality. Like, she's going to be somebody we talk about for a long time, I think.
It looked like the wise men. You know how they bring the gold and frankincense, and like they were just bringing like Snicker bars and Cliff bars and crackers.
Well, what I love about her, this is the biggest single moment of her life.
Yeah,
she won the gold medal she's the best in the world.
But she's so hungry.
She's like, I'm so starving.
Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna, chicken and macaroni.
You know, there's going to be a chicken wing shortage, or it's going to be very expensive to get your chicken wings for the big game this year. They're costing like $2.61 a pound, which is close
like
to
40% up.
Yeah,
right?
That is it. So I know that's one of our favorite things to eat during the big game. So just get ready to pay for it. All right, so big news. We're going to end with this. 4 students from central Minnesota, they are advancing to the multi-regional spelling bee later on this month. So we have to give a shout out to Liam and Van and Levi and Ruth. They are all going as competitors. And then if they move on after that, that's on February 22nd in Fergus Falls. Then if they move on, they will be at the Scripps Spelling Bee, National Spelling Bee in Washington, D.C. So good luck, guys. And congratulations on your accomplishments.
And I'm hoping someday that we will see you on the Scripps Spelling Bee, and then we can use your voice to punk out an auto mechanic.
Automotive.
My name is Evan
How can I help you?
Stombude.
I have no idea. Are you saying Chevrolet?
Scomberdae.
What are you're spelling something?
If you're not saying it right, I'll probably not spell it right.
Yeah, I don't know what you want me to say. Is there somebody here you want to talk to? You called a body shop.
Well, let me make sure I'm saying it right.
What are you trying to say?
Scomberdae.
I want to help you, but I don't know what you're talking about, okay? And I got a lot of work. I got a lot of work to do. So
okay.
I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Okay.
Automotive.
My name is Evan.
Yeah. You just called here a little while ago.
I thought you were saying Scomberdae.
Are you looking for your dad?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Scomberdae.
That's your last name?
Scomberdae or Scomberdae?
Kid, I don't know. You tell me.
Scomberdae.
Are you sure you have the right number?
You better ask my mom if you want the answer to that question.
Give the phone to your mom and I'll talk to her, okay?
I don't know what my mom said.
You don't know what your mom said? Well, we got a lot of work to do.
Is it Latin?
No. Automotive.
Stomberdae.
You got to quit calling here.
Scomberdae.
Kid, playtime's over.
Did you say my name wrong?
Is your name Cole?
If you're not saying it right, I'll probably not spell it right.
Okay, I'll say it again. Cole.
Is it Latin?
Quit calling.
Did you say my name wrong?
I don't know what your name is, dip.
Scomberdae.
What do I
thought
gotta
you were
do to
saying
get...
Scomberdae.
Okay. What do I have to do to get you to quit calling here, kid?
Scomberdae or Scomberdae?
What are you, Rain Man? Enough with the Scomberdae, okay?
I thought you were saying Scomberdae.
Who cares about that? It doesn't make any sense.
Scomberdae.
Would you quit calling here? Seriously, kid.
Is it Latin?
Latin? I'm letting you know, and I'm going to find you. I'm going to slap the out of you.
If you're not saying it right, I'll probably not spell it right.
Spell this, you little...
Stomberdae.
The Playhouse Podcast is made possible thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices. Catch the live show weekdays from 5:30 to 9 on 104.7 KCLD. Now, share this with a friend.